How many Superman movies have you actually watched with Christopher Reeves?
Oh, goodness. Or Christopher Reeve, rather.
Oh my God, I've been calling him Christopher Reeves my entire life. My entire lives.
Whoopsie. It's Christopher Reeve.
Is it Keanu Reeve?
No, it's Keanu Reeves. They're not the same person. I think I've seen maybe one or two, but like when I was really, really small.
Okay.
So I don't really remember them all.
I feel like I only really remember the first two, but it's been ages.
But everyone knows who he is. He's iconic. He is Superman.
I only learned of him when I watched The Flash. And then I was like, oh, there's another... No, that's not
You're
gonna work.
stupid.
Who's going to believe that?
No. Everyone knows who Christopher Reeve is. He's iconic.
Yeah. You know what I'm more familiar
Superman.
with is a movie called Somewhere in Time. It's a romance film where Christopher Reeve goes back in time because he fell in love with a painting of a girl. And he
You've told me about this.
Yeah.
It sounds quite good.
Anyway, somewhere in time of this video, we're going to look at this trailer, Super/Man, the Christopher Reeve story. Oh, my Lord, my whole life.
Wow. It's okay, Jamie.
No one corrected me until this very moment. That's crazy. Okay, here we go. Oh, that
Oh, my
music is so
goodness.
iconic.
Everybody's looking for a hero. I am not a hero. That was a part. I played the part. I'm not that man.
Yes, you are.
Hands down, he was Superman from day one.
I
Yeah.
realized that if I could pull off this part, it would change
He
my
was
life.
so handsome.
John Houseman said, Mr. Reeve, it is very important you become a serious classical actor. Unless, of course, they offer you a load of money to do something else.
He
Oh, wow.
convinced me when I first met him that he would fly.
Doing things with my dad. It was all about activity and action. Riding bikes, playing soccer, skiing.
My dad was very competitive, and he didn't necessarily slow down.
We said goodbye, and he gave this wave.
Oh, no.
That was the last time I saw him on his feet.
Ugh.
Oh, no.
Mr. Reeve currently has no movement or spontaneous respiration.
Superman, crazy. Just that simple little thing over the horse.
I'd ruined my life and everybody else's. I won't be able to ski, sail, throw a ball to Will. Won't be able to make love to Dana. Maybe we should let me go.
She came flying in, and she just yelled, "I love you. I love you."
And then she said the words that saved my life. You're still you, and I love you.
He and Robin were such good friends because they could match each other.
Robin also had struggles that he dealt with his whole life, and I think that they both were aware of darkness.
Brother Chris is fighting like crazy. When you find people who fight like that but still keep their humanity, that gives you great hope.
That is tough because I can feel him, but he can't feel me.
It must have been hell for my mom, too, knowing what she had lost.
Wow.
I felt I needed to do something, not just for myself, but for everyone else in the same condition.
The fact that Superman was in a wheelchair and was willing to go public with it was huge.
Help is on the way.
The Christopher and Dana Reeve Paralysis Act.
People are literally walking because of him.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
What is a hero? My answer was that a hero is someone who commits a courageous action without considering the consequences. Now my definition is completely different. I think a hero is an ordinary individual who finds the strength to persevere and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles. I wouldn't have missed this for the world.
Dang. Oh. Oh.
Well, the trailer got me crying, so how am I going to fare watching the whole thing? I don't know. But goodness me.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, man.
That kind of wrecks you pretty early.
Yeah. Ugh. But I mean, oh God. there is something kind of like ironic about him being, you know, Superman on screen and then having that accident happen to him. Like horse riding is can be very dangerous, and to then be paralyzed, and it was really powerful, very moving hearing his own voice kind of talk about the things that he was afraid that he was going to be missing out on.
Yeah.
But then, like, wow, his wife, how incredible for her to like swoop in and reassure him that she was still there for him and still loved him, and to give him like the strength to persevere and then to create even more good with his life. You know, like when you think everything's lost, it's like, no, you can pivot and you can still be a hero because you're an amazing person.
Yeah.
So strong, so brave.
I think he went to Juilliard with Robin Williams. I think that's how they met each other.
Well, those clips of like the kind of warm-ups and stuff, I was like, yeah, I know that's a very like drama school type thing, like theater class.
Who downvoted this?
Who hurt you?
Like, this is why YouTube took away the downvote. Because, like, why would you even downvote this? How did this fail to meet your expectations? I remember that after his accident, he became like a man on a mission in this area, in this field, you know, to get some movement going. I just realized that might look like a pun. It's not intended. To basically stand for a cause. I had no idea that it continued after he perished, and it's helping other people. Like that's actually an aspect of the story that I'm quite curious about, just to see how that all kind of played out. It's wild to think that long after he's been gone for a while.
Yeah.
And so it's wild to think that other people are benefiting from the cause, the foundation that he created.
That's the incredible thing about legacy, isn't it? To create something that's bigger than yourself and to keep giving back long after you yourself have gone from this world.
Yeah.
You know, that's someone who made an impact, who made a difference with their life and the way that they lived their life. So that's incredible.
It's interesting how the video started off with him saying, you know, that's not me, that's just a role that I play. I'm like, it's almost like, you know, Pierce Brosnan and James Bond. It's like the two are indivorceable. Like, I will always see Pierce Brosnan as James Bond, and I will always see Sean Connery as the guy from the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Funny.
Actually, when I think of Sean Connery, I think of The Rock. But yeah, Christopher Reeve has always been Superman growing up for me. Like, that's from my childhood, you know? No matter what else I saw him in, it's like, oh, that's Superman in that role. And so
right.
I can imagine how that might have been frustrating. But then for it to transcend into this other idea of him being a Superman for other people through, you know, how he's like helping. I don't know what exactly he did. I don't know like what that, you know what I mean? What's entailed in his foundation. If it's just like a donation fund for people like that, you know, or if it's like some money of his own that he's, you know, I have no idea how it works.
Right. But I think also it's just that the juxtaposition of like him being so well known for his physical prowess.
Sure.
You know, he physically looked like Superman. He was tall, he was strong, he was athletic, he was like everything that you would imagine Superman to be. Then to lose all that and then come back as a Superman in the sense of like just carrying forward in life with a strong will to live and to make a difference.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's what makes him super. Like,
Yeah.
forget about all of the physical stuff. It was the strength of his will and his spirit.
Yeah.
You know, it was so empowering to see him up there on stage, you know, taking it all in and having his moment and still like when you look at him, you see all of that just in his eyes.
Yeah. It's crazy. His legacy is so long lasting too. I mean, it's not really specifically about what the documentary is about. But just like it kind of reminds you of how impactful him as that character has been through the years. So much so that like when they did Superman Returns, the movie, they tried to find an actor that looks kind of like him. And even Henry Cavill, you know, when you look at him as Superman, he kind of, you know,
He has a very similar look
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Anyway, you guys, thanks so much for hanging with us.
Sorry, my heart hurts.
Peace out.